Hi guys, this is Christy Fulk with Create with Christy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the U.S. Well, I'm back with my monthly online card club. This one's for November 2024, and I'm featuring a decorative trees bundle. Now, how my club works, it is subscription-based. It's $43.50 a month, and all my members, the subscription is through PayPal. If you want to join, just click that monthly online card club page. You can get all the information. I've got all that listed on that page. And then after you read it all, then you'll see my subscribe button. Just subscribe. You do not have to have a PayPal account. Just give PayPal your information if you don't have an account. You can sign into PayPal, or if you don't have an account, give them all your information. And your the payment that you choose will be charged the same time every month. So if you subscribe on the 5th of the month, PayPal will charge your payment at the 5th of the month until you either pause your subscription or you cancel. Now, you're not going to want to do that, because if you stay in my club for 6 consecutive months without pausing or canceling, you'll get a bonus pack of product. So I'll go ahead and show you what they're going to get this month. So this is what they'll get for their $43.50. They're going to get a full roll. This is not full, but they will get a full roll of the shaded spruce satin and sheer ribbon. So you get that up a little closer so you can see it. But it is so pretty. I love the sheer part on the edges. It's a gorgeous, and it's shiny too. I like that. Really pretty ribbon. And then, oh, I love these. These are the Druzy adhesive backed embellishments. They're champagne and white. And you can tell there's a large and a small in each color. Well, you can see some of the shine in the video, but they are really, really shiny in person. So they're going to get a full pack of these. And they're also going to get a half pack of the Sentimental Christmas Designer Series paper, and I'll be calling it DSP from here on out. This is gorgeous paper. I love the traditional old-fashioned look to it. It's also a special pack. Every year, Stampin' Up! Picks something for the Make a Difference campaign. And this holiday catalog, which is the September-December mini, is this pack of paper. For every pack that is sold, $3 will go towards charities that benefit children around the world. So they always pick a really good cause. And so if you get this, you'll be helping that out, because I'll be purchasing full packs for the group and then cutting them in half. As you can see, they're 6 by 12 inch pieces. Now this one is smaller. Actually, I probably could have kept it right there and you wouldn't have noticed. No, it looks shorter there. I love this one so much. I've used it a lot. But pretend like it's a full 12 inches, okay? Because this is what you're going to get, a 6 by 12 inch piece. Here, I've got this here. So it's this side and this side. Now, let me see if I can bring this. This kind of shows you. And then there's some trees down here to show you the full pack. I wish I had the whole thing, but it's a really pretty pack. So it's cut in half to where you're still going to have, this would look pretty as a border for a scrapbook page, or cut it up for a card base. But that's what this one is here. I love those candles. And this one, it's these two right here. That's one side and the other side. Then there are these two. Then there's this side and this side. So this is another one. It's a full border type thing. So that would be, you could cut that up and make some really pretty cards with that too. Oh, so there we go. Maybe turn that around so you can see that better. Then there's this one and this side. So we've got some pretty ones here. Told you these images are great. I love this one. I love the Christmas trees and the presents on this one. And there's that one there. So for their $43.50 this month, they will get this half pack of the Sentimental DSP, the full pack of the Druzy embellishments, and a full roll of the shaded spruce sheer and satin ribbon. They will also get an exclusive video for the last 3 cards, because Club, they also get card kits to make 2 each of the 4 cards that I make. And I'm going to show you the cards here in just a minute. So these are the card packs. You can tell that I do the embossing for them, and I do any die cutting that is done with a die set that's not part of the bundle. So I will still give you the paper to do the die cutting with the bundle dies, or whatever bundle you substitute it for. If you don't want to use the decorative trees bundle, you definitely don't have to. You can substitute with something else. But I still do give you the paper so you can do those die cuts yourself. But like I said, the stylish circles is what I used on this one. And this one was the Greetings of the Season die set, and I'll have those die cut for you. And I did emboss. Every card has got some embossing on it this time. So they also get these for their $43.50. That also includes the shipping. They get a PDF that gives them this paper sizes if they want to make any more, the supply list, the links to all the videos. There'll be this one, the exclusive video. Everything they need is in that PDF. Now, the actual tutorial will be the video that they get. And you can see all of that in my monthly online card club page. Like I said, that link is down in the video description. So that's everything for the $43.50. There we go. So they get product, and they will have leftover paper, leftover embellishments, leftover ribbon when they're done making their 8 cards. So you end up having your 8 cards plus extra product afterward. Now, if you want to do the bundle, here is the Decorative Trees bundle. They get to add this on if they want to. It is optional. It's always optional, but it's $52 for the bundle, and that is all they pay. And my club members do. This is a perk, another perk that they get. I pay the shipping and tax for them from the Stampin' Up! Charges. And so that saves them 18%. So if they're just paying the actual price of the bundle, that's it. So that's a good big savings for them. And if they want it, if you want this after you subscribe, just click on the registration link, and you can see that on my monthly online card page too. And just fill out that form, and then I send you a PayPal invoice to pay for these. So that is an additional $52 if they want to do that. So that is how my club works. Hope if you have any questions, you can either comment below or you can contact me. And I have a contact me link in the video description as well, so you can get a hold of me and I can answer any of your questions. Now, if you want to get, I need to show you the cards. Here is the card I will be making here in just a minute. I always make one of the cards in the public video. That way, everybody that might be interested, you'll get to see how my videos are run. So you'll know what the exclusive cards video will be like. So that's what I'll be showing you here in just a minute. And these are the 3 that I'll teach them how to do it in the exclusive club video. There's this one. And I don't know if you can tell, I used some Winkestel on the first one I just showed you too, but there's some Winkestel on some of these. This is another one. I used some foil, and this, I will cut the foil. They have the foils in their card kits, so they'll have enough to die cut those. I love the designs in this. And then this one too. So those are the 3 that will be in the exclusive video. I'll show those real quick. Now, one thing to let you know, I forgot to say that when I showed you the Decorative Trees bundle, it is not available right now. Bring the dies in. I forgot to show you both the dies. See? That is such a good deal. For $52, you get all of these dies. There's 2 sheets of dies and the stamp set. Now, the magnetic sheets are not part of the die set. They come on taped onto a piece of cardboard. But I always put them on magnet sheets for my storage. So I just want to make sure you knew that, so you didn't think you were going to be getting a magnet sheet too. So this is actually that many dies plus the stamp set. So really good deal. So if you do want this, join my club, and then make sure you fill out that registration form to get the add-on. And I also have additional add-ons like an adhesive add-on, stamp and seal add-on, envelopes add-on, and that's one more, I think. But you can see all that in the registration form. You'll see that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with this video. So from here on out, this is going to be just like my club video, and I'm going to just talk like I said my club video. So get ready to make this card. I hope you enjoy it. Hello, club members. I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much for being part of my club, and welcome to those of you that have just joined. I'm really glad you guys are here. Now, this is going to be the first card. So go to that PDF that you'll find that in the email I sent you. It's attached to that email. Make sure you save that PDF to your device, like your laptop, tablet, phone, wherever you want to save it. That way you got all the links to the videos. Everything you need is right there in that PDF. So make sure you don't lose that PDF. If you ever do, just contact me and I can send it back to you. But it's for safekeeping, make sure you save that. And then once you do that, then look at card number 1, get all your supplies together, and come back and make this card with me. Okay, I've got the Decorative Trees bundle out. What you need for the stamps, you need these 2 right here. And you're also going to need a Very Merry Christmas. So those are the only ones I'm using right now. Then you want to get this tree, the open one, out, that die. We're going to do some garland, as you saw. So make sure you get all 4 of those. We need the star for the top of the tree. And we're going to add some ornaments. So go ahead and grab that die. And those are all the stamps and dies you need for this card. And now this is the Stylish Shapes dies that I used. You'll find that they're already die cut in your kit, but if you want to make any more of these, it's the number 3 die of the circles. So number 1 is the smallest, so 1, 2, 3. So this is the one I used to make that circle die cut that's in your card kit. Okay, now it's time to cut our DSP. So get your DSP pack, and I just happened to remember when I showed this a little bit ago. There we go. This is the one we want to get, and we need a 4 by 2 inch piece. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a 4 inch here. So line this up at 4 inches, like so, and then 2 inches. So I'll do this right here. Okay, there's our 4 by 2. We also need a 4 by 3/4 inch piece. So we want to find, hold on to this because we're going to need this here in a minute. We're going to grab this, and I want the red striped one. So get this one. This one we need a 4 by 3/4 inch. So you know what I think I'm going to do? Well, let's go ahead and just do the 4 inch. Go ahead and cut that at 4 inches because I want the lines to be going this direction. And then we need a 3/4. Okay. Now, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and put it in this way, take off a 3/4 inch piece, but then you'd have to do 2 3/4 inch pieces to get that 4 inch. Just do whichever way you want to do it, but that's how I would do it. Just do the 4 and then this. And if you're going to do both of your cards at the same time, make sure you double up. I'm just doing one at a time since I'm just making one card. And then last but not least, bring this one back in, and we need a 4 by 1. So this is already at 4 inches. So I'm going to use my measuring thing here on the right. I like to do that when it's under 1.5 inches since I'm right-handed. And so that's a 4 by 1 inch piece. So this is the 4 by 2, 4 by 1. So that's the outside, that's the inside. And this is also the outside 4 by 3/4 inch. Okay, normally I would tell you to get the ribbon out, but this is one card. It just didn't look right with the ribbon. The other 3 cards have this pretty ribbon, but this one does not. So you don't need any ribbon this time. Okay, let's get some stamping done first. I want you to grab that piece of old olive. It's actually a quarter sheet. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm going to put it down this way. This is enough for both of your cards. I want you to grab that outline Christmas tree stamp. Or tree, it doesn't have to be Christmas tree, but it's going to be on this card. And I suggest doing a nice light touch. It looks like I've got some ink there. I'm just not going to push too hard. I did push too hard a little bit ago, and I got some ink where I didn't want it. So I'm just going to lightly push it down. Hold it down just a little bit so it takes, this ink goes in. There we go. Perfect. If I had pushed too hard, I would have that nice glob there. But if you're really worried about it, you can take a Kleenex and take some of that ink out. Now I'm going to bring this one in, and this is going to be stamped on the inside. So I'm going to do the old olive again. And I'm going to go ahead and close this because we're all done with the old olive. This is going to go right in the middle. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I do suggest stamping the outline first. I think that is a little easier, but you play around with it. You might find it's easier to do it the other way. There's no right or wrong on how to do it. Now, this part is optional. If you don't have any Stampin' Right markers, well, if you just have a brown marker, this will work too. This is the Early Espresso marker. I'm going to use the brush tip. And I'm just going to color in that trunk right there. But you can definitely leave that alone if you don't have a marker to do that. But that's with the Early Espresso, which is the neutral Stampin' Right markers. So we've got this done. Now I'm going to grab the Merry Christmas circle. That is this one right here. This one's die cut for you. Grab that, a Very Merry Christmas stamp and the Poppy Parade. Ink this up. And I love that these are photopolymer because you're going to be able to see right where you're putting it on the circle. So kind of line the Christmas so it's on each end. And I'm not worrying about getting it right in the middle because if I go too much in the middle, then I'm not going to get all my Christmas on there. So make sure you look at your Christmas. Make sure it's within the circle. Actually, within the dots around the circle. The dot. Oop, that didn't go very well. Let's go the other side. I pushed too hard again. That Poppy Parade, I noticed it was really juicy. I think that's a newer ink pad. There we go, much better. And I think the border looks just fine. Sometimes it doesn't look good if you do it on the other side, but that time it worked fine. So now have everything stamped. Now we need to get the die cutting machine out. Okay, to get our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine ready for die cutting, you need the base platform number 1, die plate number 2, and a standard cutting plate number 3. I'm going to grab this piece. I don't think I can fit anything more on here, so I'm just going to do this one for right now. We'll be able to do the little pieces all together here next. So just put this right around. Make sure that stamped image completely fills in the center of the die. If you've got it lined up, then you're good. Put another standard cutting plate on top. That gives you the right pressure for it to die cut. You need to run it through once. And this is Post-it tape, by the way. You can use Post-it tape or Post-it notes. There we go. That's not off a little bit, but not too bad. I'm not going to worry about it. So there's my tree. Then I'm going to grab a piece of Pretty Peacock. This is a 2 3/4 by 3/4 inch piece. That is actually enough for both cards. Then I'm going to grab a piece of crushed curry. It's 2 by 1. That's enough for both cards. And then last, I've got the cherry cobbler, which is 4 1/4 by 1 3/4, and that's enough for both cards. But there's plenty of room to do all of those together. I'm going to grab all of these. Kind of lay these down. So there are 2 more. You can see I've given you plenty of cardstock for these. There we go. So yeah, that took up less than half of the paper, so you got plenty of cherry cobbler there. Then the star is going to go in the crushed curry. And these little ornaments will just go on this end. You want to make sure you put it on an end. That way you've got enough room for the other 3 for your second card. Now, I'm not going to worry about taping these down. If you're worried about them moving, go ahead and tape them with this Post-it tape. I'm just going to put this down, make sure everything is still on the cardstock. And it is. Run these through. And they only need to go through once also. These cut really, really well. So get all of these little dies off of here. And they all came out really easy. Now, if the paper stays inside the die, just take your pick tool, the paper piercer, and just kind of poke it out, and they'll come out really easy. But I didn't have to do that this time. Okay, I don't think I had to do it last time either. They cut really, really well. See, it just fell right out. So we're going to put those to the side. There's the star. And then this die cut all 3 little ornaments that I needed. Didn't get a hold of those. So that is all the die cutting we need to do. So let's put the die cutting machine away and finish the card. Okay, before I start putting everything together, I'm using, this is optional. You do not have to do this. If you don't have a Wink of Stella, that is fine. If you want to get one, check out my thank you gifts, because that's actually one of the gifts this month in November. And I've got a link down to that too. I think just thank you gifts link down below. So you can look at that and see how you can get this free. Get the Wink of Stella free. So I can get all of these plus some other things. That's actually my second gift. And the way my thank you gifts, just in case you're wondering, work, it's all the orders that you place in November get added. I add all the totals up before shipping and tax, and that determines the gifts that you get. And there are 3 different gifts. So you can see that there on my thank you gifts page. So make sure you check that out. Okay, now that is separate from Club, though. But I just thought, since I thought the Wink of Stella was a gift, I thought I'd let you know about that quick. But that is a separate thing from my Club. So I'm shaking up my Wink of Stella because that gets the glitter nice and distributed in this. Oops, hope if I did this the right way. I think it's, there we go. I'm not sure what happened just there, but it went back together. Now, you want to look at these. I can tell I put that one upside down. It's kind of rough looking. Find the good side. Oops. So it's kind of smooth. I think that was the only one. Yeah, the rest of them I've got right. So I decided I wanted all of these to have a little bit of glitter. So I am just brushing this on, and plus shaking it up also kind of puts the right amount of ink into the brush too. And if you don't have enough, just squeeze where it says to push. Don't push too hard to get some of the Wink of Stella to come out. But normally I just need to shake it up, and I get plenty to come out. And every once in a while I will shake it up again because I don't want that glitter to settle, and I have spots where I don't have it all glittery. So I wanted the star to be glittery too. and all of these ornaments. So you just need one layer. You don't have to go back and do it again unless you just want to. If you see it that you missed a spot, of course, you can go back over it. But I like having the silicone mat underneath because now I don't have to worry about getting glitter on everything. Just on those, and I can wipe that off later. So I'm going to put those over to the side to dry. They dry really quick, but I thought we'd get that done first. Now I'm going to grab the card base. This is Old Olive, 5.5 by 8.5. I'm going to get my bone folder ready. I'm going to fold this in half. I line the corners up to get it to fold right in half. I don't bother looking at the sides. I just look at the corners. Less to look at. So there is the card base. Put that to the side. Now I want you to grab that Poppy Parade piece. This is a 4 by 5.25. As you can tell, it's embossed. And it was embossed with the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. This is also in the September to December mini. It's 3D, and you can see it is a big one. I was able to do 2 of these at once, which I love. Kind of helps with making all those card kits. So that is ready. I want to grab the last piece of Old Olive. This is a 4 by 2.25. Then grab the largest of the DSP pieces we did, the 4 by 2. I'm going to turn this over. And the nice thing with Club, if you want to use a different design in the pack, you go right ahead. You do not have to use the one that I use. But this just happened to be the one I chose. That's the nice thing with Club. You can do whatever design you want to. So I think it's a little easier when I'm going from end to end to do the short end first. And then I can kind of look and make sure it's centered. The short edges line up of the Old Olive and the DSP, and then just goes right across. So I want the places of the Old Olive showing up here to be about the same width. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm going to put this, actually, take that back. Grab the striped page right here. This is that 4 by 3/4 inch piece. I'm going to get some adhesive on here. And this is going to line up right along the bottom edge of this embossed piece. Put that right along the bottom. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm going to put this on. Put some adhesive on here. And I'm going to go over it just a teeny bit. You can also have it just go right up against it if you want to. I kind of liked it over it just a teeny bit. And then line those edges up. Make sure this looks straight. If this looks straight, then this is straight. So I push this down. We're not using any ribbon, so this can go on the card base. I always like to make sure I get adhesive in each corner, but you don't have to. You can put it on any way you want to, but you don't need a lot, as you can see. Put this right in the center of the card base. Make sure that fold is on the left, so you're not putting it on upside down. There we go. I have been known to do that, so that's why I always make sure you think of that. I've learned from my mistakes. Okay, now I want to grab this tree here. I'm going to turn all these over because these are dry now, and I'm going to start decorating my tree. So we're going to do some Christmas tree decorating. Turn these over so all the glitter sides are on the back. I think it's a little easier to put these on with multi-purpose glue, especially these thin ones here. I'm going to start with the biggest one. These are real close. You know what? I think that's actually the bigger one. These two are about the same size. I think they are the same size, actually. You know what? You can put them right on top of each other. Let's see. Yep, this one might be a teeny bit. I think they're really about the same size, so it really doesn't matter. You can definitely tell the difference between these two. But I'm just going to put a few dots on here. Now, if the dots end up if the glue comes out too fast, like I did, I just turned it over. Some of the glue can go on your silicone mat, and you can peel that off once the glue dries, because you'd rather have the glue on here than seeping out when you put this down. Now, I'm going to go from the bottom here to about the bottom edge of this part. And the nice thing with glue, I can kind of move these around. And you can see it's not all the way to the edge. That is okay. This one I definitely want on the edge. Hold it down for a few seconds, putting some pressure on it once you've got it where you want it. Then grab this big one here. Oops, I don't want to put my glue though. There we go. Get my finger out of the way and get a little more on there. There we go. And then this one is going to go on like this. So it's going to go right. I'm going to put this one on the edge, but make sure it goes over the end of the first one. And then I want this one to line up with this one. If it doesn't line up real well, then just kind of move this down a little bit. There we go. And then hold it down for a few seconds. It's okay if it goes over a little bit because that actually gives it the illusion of it going around the tree. Now we'll grab this one here. The smallest one's the last one. Oops, boy, this glue is starting to get some big bubbles in it. Let's take that. That was way too much glue on that end. There we go. Line this up, and this one kind of lines up right there. Okay, hold that down with the pressure, and there's a little bit of glue. Actually, I'll put a couple little drops. Oop, this one's almost gone now. I'm going to smear on some of the glue I've got on here while it's still wet. And this one will go on. I'm going to line this one up down here and pop it up, and I want it to be right along the edge of the tree. Then hold it down for a few seconds again. There we go. That's ready. I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, you know what? I'll just go ahead and put some glue on here. You can use a glue dot with everything else. The star, I think I'll go ahead and do it this way. So I'll show you two different ways you can put these on. This can have a glue dot, or you can put it on this way. Hold it down. These are perfect with the glue dots, but you can still definitely just use the glue. So turn it over so the glitter is facing up if you're using glue dots. And I'm just going to put all three of these on this strip. So they're going to go on their own glue dot. I'm kind of making my own embellishment strip, if I can get a hold of it. There we go. When I try to turn it over, I couldn't get a hold of it again. Turn this one over. The glue dot is a perfect size for these. So I'm going to go ahead and put this away because I don't need the glue anymore. I'm going to take an ornament off of here and put it right here. And if you want to add more ornaments, you definitely can. And you can even just grab another piece of cardstock and make different colored ones if you wanted to too. This one's going to go about right here. You know what? I'm going to move that over a little bit, put it out a little bit more. And I'm just laying these down, and then I'll push them down when I've got them right where I want them. That one needs to be straightened up a little bit. So does that one. My goodness. There we go. I like that. So I'll push those down. So we've got our tree decorated. I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. So I'm going to turn it around. Oh, I got that start a little bit crooked, but it looks fine. I'm going to grab dimensionals. I'm going to put one right up here, and then a couple down here, and maybe just one right in the center. Okay. I always take these off with my take your pick tool. You can use your fingers for sure, but I just scoop it up. So I've got them all on here, and then I can just take them all off and throw them away so they aren't flying everywhere. And this is going to go just about right here. I'm going to lay it down like I always do before I put it on permanently. I'm going to grab this just to see if I like how that's looking. Nope, that looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and push this down. This is going to go on with regular adhesive. So glad there are two sides to cardstock because that looks awful. Cover that up for good. Okay, I'm going to put this on. I'm going to make sure the Christmas part goes in between these two parts of the tree. There we go. We want to be able to see everything, then make sure it's all straight. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to push it down. Okay. Okay, now it's time to do the inside of the card. So grab that 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of the basic beige. And as you notice, I haven't done any white on this card, basic white. I'm not doing any basic white on any of the cards. They're all done with the basic beige because that's the one of the colors in the paper. I love having another neutral to work with. So grab that piece, that 4 by 1 inch piece of the DSP that we did a minute ago, and this little piece of old olive. This is a 4 by 1 1/4. So I'm going to turn this over and put some adhesive on it. And then I'm going to line up that short edge again like I did before. Whenever I do long ones, I always like to line up that short edge. Get that right in the middle, left and right, that is. Once that's lined up, then I slowly bring it down, making sure I keep the border of the old olive showing about the same width and straight. That looks pretty good to me. So now I'm going to turn this over, put some adhesive on it. And I'm going to put it across the bottom, but not all the way to the edge. I'm going to leave a little bit of basic base showing along the bottom. I want to make sure that looks straight, and it does. Put that on. Now I can just put this on the inside of the card, like so. Bring this back. See if I can get it open. There we go. And this will just go right here in the middle. I always like to decorate the inside of my cards, make them extra special. Okay, the last thing we need to do, that looks good now, but it's going to look even better when we put these druzy embellishments on. So grab those. And I opted, you can use whichever color you want, but I'm going to use the white ones. I'll move this over. And I'm going to use 2 of each size. So I'm going to grab a large one here. And put it right there. I'm going to grab a small one. Let's grab one of these. And put it right next to it. I kind of wanted to group those together. I'm going to grab another big one. Oops, so I can get hold of it. Oh, there it is. I'm like, I knew it was right there. You know what? I need a little more putty here. Let's grab some of that old. Squeeze that. Don't do it too long because it keeps coming out for a little bit. That looks pretty good. Grab this one. Boy, that one just doesn't want to go on. We're going to grab this one. We'll put it there. That one did better. This one just keeps flipping over on me. There we go. I'll use that for another card. And then grab another small one and put it right there. So that is the first card. So I hope you enjoyed the first card for Club. Club members, to make your last 3 cards, just look in the PDF, click on that exclusive video link there in the PDF, and you'll be able to make the other 3 cards along with me. Now, those of you that are not in my club and would like to join, I'd love to have you. Now, I did forget to mention at the beginning, only those in the United States can join my club per Stampin' Up! Rules, since this is a product. So just click down in that, look down in the video description and click on that monthly online card club link. You can subscribe there, and you have to subscribe by November 15th of 2024 to get in on this month's club. If you subscribe after that, then you'll be on my get in on my December one. So the 15th of the month is always my deadline. So make sure you subscribe by November 15th. And once you subscribe, then you can scroll down that same page to my monthly online card club page. Click on the add-on link, and you can let me know if you want to get the add-on. If you don't worry about filling that out. But if you do, just go ahead and click on that, and I will send you a PayPal invoice to pay for the add-ons that you choose. Okay, now if you live in the United States and do not have a demonstrator of your own, I would love to be yours. I'd love to send out your first set of catalogs free. This is the annual catalog that's going on right now, and this is that holiday mini, or September-December mini, that's the official name. And just click that contact me link down below in the video description and give me your mailing address, and I'll mail them out to you right away. And if you subscribe to my club, you don't have these already, then just contact me after you subscribe, and I will get these mailed out to you. You automatically will get on my mailing list to get these catalogs free in the mail whenever they come out, as long as you're a club member as well. There's that card again. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to follow along with my other videos, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Just click on that subscribe button you see below. And then when the bell icon pops up, select all. That way YouTube will notify you every time I upload a video. So I had fun. I hope you like this card. And if you want to watch any of my lives, I do have a weekly live. It's every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So see you later. Have a great day, guys. Bye.